Welcome back. For the most part, MSNBC lurches leftward. You don't expect that particular cable network to be exactly kind to conservatives, but Rachel Maddow on her eponymously named program took it to a new level with her screed about the Tea Party response to the State of the Union. Take a look.
So there was Nikki Haley's address for the Republican one, but the Tea Party Republican one was given by a guy you've never heard of. His name is Allyn Root. Allyn Root. I had to check twice to make sure that's the order of the words, but that is Allyn Root. And if you want a sense of the schism in the Republican Party right now, the divide right down the middle of that party, this is a very clear way to show that, because the official Republican response to the State of the Union was Nikki Haley saying, "Don't vote for Donald Trump." The official Republican Tea Party response to the State of the Union was given by this guy, Allyn Root, who today debuted as a warm-up act and MC for Donald Trump campaign rallies. Allyn Root. I think he is a self-help author or something like that. He gave the Tea Party Republican response to the State of the Union this year. He is now the opening act for Donald Trump at his campaign rallies. This was him in Vegas today talking about what Donald Trump would do on day one of the Donald Trump presidency.
Well, now, with all that discussion of Allyn Root, there he sits, Skyping in from Las Vegas. He is the author of The Power of Relentless, 7 Secrets to Achieving Mega Success, Financial Freedom, and the Life of Your Dreams. Allyn Root, my goodness, Rachel Maddow mentioned your name and went on and went on. And I guess you don't exactly mind this kind of criticism.
No, actually, it was a 5 or 6 minute free advertisement for myself and Donald Trump, by the way. They covered, I think, about 4 or 5 minutes, not just of my Tea Party speech, but of my pregame speech, I guess you'd call it. I was the opening act for Donald Trump in Las Vegas last week, and my opening speech was on MSNBC with Rachel Maddow again and again and again. She mentioned my name like 12 times while she tapped her hand so hard on the desk, I thought she was going to break the pen or break the desk. I really annoy liberals, and I really annoy Rachel, as does Donald Trump, and I think that's really good, JD. I think you do too. And when you annoy liberals, it means you're doing something really good. You're doing something right.
Well, I annoy them because they're not really liberals in the classic sense. They're hardcore leftists. And when they take a look at a guy like Donald Trump, they really, it's like putting kryptonite in front of Superman. They start to melt or something. But let me ask you this. Since you're all in for the Donald, why do you think he's a better choice for conservatives than, say, a guy like Ted Cruz or maybe Dr. Ben Carson?
Well, 4 years ago, by the way, I was not a fan of Mitt Romney's moderate, wishy-washy politics, pretty similar to Jeb Bush today. But I went all in for Mitt Romney. Remember, I was the Libertarian vice presidential nominee, and I left the Libertarian Party, got back with the party of my lifelong affiliation, the Republican Party, and on Fox News at the time, I endorsed Mitt Romney. Why? Even though he was a little too moderate for me, he was a businessman. And I recognized as a businessman myself how much trouble America was in. And I didn't think a politician could fix it. Only someone who creates jobs and understands money and how to build a business could possibly save it. And so I supported Mitt Romney while I held my nose because he wasn't my politics. Donald Trump really is my politics, but he's also a real, honest-to-God, brilliant businessman. And what America needs right now, more than a conservative politician or more than a guy with perfect conservative credentials like, say, Ted Cruz, I think America needs a businessman who's got conservative credentials. Not perfect ones, but nonetheless conservative views on all the issues I care about. So I think Donald's plenty conservative, and I think he's electable because he is entertaining, because he is charismatic, because he's high energy, and because he has a bigger-than-life personality. He appeals to my friends, JD, who, believe it or not, are like union electricians and plumbers. One of them was over my home for dinner after we watched the NFL championship game last night. And he was absolutely in love with Donald Trump. And he's a union electrician and a lifelong Democrat. That's what the Republican Party needs right now. A great, charismatic, high-energy personality who has got conservative credentials, but maybe not perfect conservative credentials.
45 seconds left. Since Ms. Maddow spent so much time on you, how would you describe Rachel Maddow?
You know, see, I'm not like that. You know me. I'm a smiler. I'm a nice guy. I take after my hero, Ronald Reagan. I always try and bring out the best and speak positively. That's why my new book is my first non-political book. It's actually an uplifting, positive thinking, attempt to show people how to be successful in life, called The Power of Relentless. And Rachel, you get successful in life by uplifting people, not ripping them down. And what America needs right now is a businessman or woman who is conservative fiscally, who understands how you create jobs, and who understands what a mess the American economy really is right now. And as I wrote years ago, about 3 years ago, The Murder of the Middle Class was one of my books, JD. The middle class is getting annihilated, destroyed, murdered,
And we got to leave it right there. Wayne Allyn Root, you have our thanks.